What is up, YouTube? Mitch here at Squash Northwest YouTube channel. Today we're on the roof, if you couldn't tell. Getting some stuff lined up. I'm a little tired walking up and down that ladder a couple times. Ooh, I'm out of shape. Yeah, so we're gonna get some stuff done on the roof today. Skeletal structure done, at least an idea of what we're gonna be doing. Got a bunch of wood loaded up here. I can point at it in the right direction. Right there. Yeah, thank you guys for watching the videos. You guys really like that land clearing video, so that was pretty cool. Up here, you get a little bit of an idea. I guess the shade doesn't help. Yep, never mind. Yeah, so it goes all the way over there, over into there, and then back in that corner. So pretty decent size. Now you can see how my roof looks. Obviously it needs some work. It's got one leak where that big old black spot is right there. So yep, we're just gonna not use the rubberized stuff on here and we're gonna go metal roofing. So we just got to build a skeletal structure for the metal roofing to sit on top of, so you guys can watch that. But yeah, thank you guys for watching all the videos, liking and commenting. I don't think you guys realize how much that means to the algorithm for YouTube. Comments mean a lot. I respond to every single comment. I keep up on that. Might take me a day or two, but I will comment you back. But thank you for liking, subscribing, watching the videos. Go back and watch some of the old stuff. Man, my dad's coming up the ladder right now. Or no, it's Natalie. Natalie's coming up the ladder right now.
Do you have any 4x4 posts?
And if I do, they're underneath the trailer. I don't think I do.
Your roof is sagging bad. Water's coming out of it.
Yeah, that's probably because we have weight on it.
Yeah, exactly right. So
But
we're gonna put in a call.
this is the big leak.
Anyway, so make sure we had accurate reading.
Yeah, this is the main leak right here. This is where inside of the trailer itself leaks. It's the only spot it leaks really, which is kind of nice. That's the main reason we're doing this. Plus I'd like to have a metal roof and not this rubberized, I don't know if you guys can see that squishy nonsense, because it wasn't done properly. They just kind of threw a cap on here and painted over it and called it a day. That ain't gonna work, obviously, so we gotta fix that, make it a little bit nicer. So that's our main goal. Hopefully we'll get it going. Oh, bad little dog over there, ran over to the neighbor and barked at the neighbor. It's a bad dog. It's a bad dog. Get punished. Yeah, that's the main goal for today. I don't know how much we'll get done. Hopefully I'll get some time lapse in. We get to some screwing and get going on this, but I'll show you guys what we're doing. So we have to, you can see right here how uneven the roof is. It actually comes up an extra 12 inches right there, so a full foot. And then there's a slope down right there, which goes that direction. So we can't have that trying to have a perfectly, convex roof. So we got to find a way to level that out. And then once we level it out, we'll get the metal sheeting on, obviously, in the correct dimensions, so that it'll shed rain and should look pretty good when we're done. But if we get started on this, I'll bring you guys along, hopefully get some time lapse going, and I'll update you guys in a minute. And we're back. So where my dad's stacking some of this wood right here, it's this is where the master bedroom roof is, and it's pretty soft over there. So we're gonna grab some of that wood and bring it over. We're gonna grab some posts, because where the sag is over here, it's actually sagging inside of the house. So we're gonna need to have some type of structural on the inside to push that back up. And I can push it back up just to hold it. So when we put the weight on here, it should be able to hold it. I think it'll be fine, but we'll know that way, just so we're getting accurate readings with our tape measures and the leveler and stuff, to make sure everything is strong and structurally sound. I'm just walking on this roof right now. Ain't nothing bowing on me, at least as far as like the ridge of like this, where this is, where I'm putting my feet at. It's pretty solid, which is kind of nice. Most of the stuff on this roof is pretty solid. So I'm really happy about that. That's one of the main reasons I ended up purchasing the place, because the structure of everything is really solid, but as you can see, the roof, they just used this rubberized cap and just kept putting paint after paint after paint coat on it, that weird seal stuff on this thing, and obviously that doesn't hold up the course of time. So yeah, that ain't gonna work for me. We're just gonna metal sheet it. I wish it was all one dimension, so to speak, because that would make it so much easier. But there's a couple, I'm looking at all the trailers around me, there's a couple of them that are kind of like mine, how they're a little bit different roofs, but that's all right. Well, we'll make it work. We just got to get everything level, and then once we get it all level, it'll go down pretty easy. It's just getting these first wood pieces on here, so that we can get the metal to fit properly. And then after that, it should be pretty simple. At least I hope it will be. We'll find out. So I don't know. We'll find out when we get all this stuff going. If it's possible. If it's not possible, then we get to put the stupid rubber stuff back on here, and I really don't want to do that. We'll find out here in a little bit just how hard this is going to be. So I'll get you guys going in a little bit. Stay tuned. All right, let's give you guys kind of an idea of what we got going on here. Got a little brace right there holding that one up. And this is pretty much the roof line. You can see how uneven it is in some spots. So we don't really have a choice but to go to the highest point and come off of that and make the rest of the roof line match it. So that's what we're going to try to do. We're going to get this side done today, and then we got somewhere to be here in like an hour. So I won't get too much more after that. He's kind of just making a little spot to hold that piece of wood up. So might not be too much more today. I'll get the time lapse going here in a little bit. You guys can see what we're doing. Give you an idea. Yeah, it's warm up here. Us luckily we're over there in the shade right now, but it's warm up here. Let me get a time lapse going. Give me a minute. All right, YouTube, we have changed our plans mainly because of budget. I'll show you kind of what we were talking about doing, and realized it was going to cost us a ton of money in wood. So we were literally going to be making a truss, for lack of better words, across this whole thing, and then obviously, you know, every so often you have to have a 2x4 going down, which would be 10 footers, and we did the math and we need 60 of them because of the length of my trailer. That's not going to happen, obviously, because that's extremely expensive. So I was just trying to do the budget in my head, and there's no way I could afford that. I got a budget for this roof. So we're not going to do that. So instead, it's going to look a little funny, which I really don't care. Nobody's going to be up here anyways. See how the step currently sits? It's going to stay that way pretty much. It's just going to be in middle. So, and then we'll cap it off so the step will come out, obviously, and down we'll have this one will be a different level than this one, which it currently already sits, and then we'll just have this one underneath where the overhang on this one is, and then we'll cap all this off and weather seal it, obviously. So it might look a little goofy, but I don't care about that. I mainly care about it being practical and watertight and working correctly so that we don't have to worry about leaks, and with it being a galvanized roof, it's going to last a long time. So that is definitely the plan we came up with, and I'm happy about it because it's not only going to save us money, but I think it's going to save us time as well. I have to have this done before it starts raining this year, so summer is going to be spent hopefully doing this roof. I have a couple of 3-day weekends the rest of this year, and I can try to get some of this knocked out. But that is definitely the plan. It seems a little easier too, which is kind of nice, instead of trying to figure out this weird angle and getting everything symmetrical and looking pretty and nice. So since we don't have to worry about that anymore, we are just going to do the same on this side as well. Just make sure it has obviously enough to go down. Well, it can go either way, to be honest. I'd rather go this direction so it's all going the same way. And then same thing, tuck underneath this overhang when we do it, because this overhang is going to sit obviously a lot higher than this roof, so we're going to have it go underneath that overhang so that water can't get underneath it, and I think it'll work out fine. We don't have to worry about stuff like that. It's just going to be right over the top of it. So I think it's a good idea. The other roof, kind of back where my dad's standing over right there, we don't have to worry about it. Doesn't leak. It's still in pretty good condition. I can do that one later as well. This roof we're not worried about because we have to redo this porch anyways, so we got to pretty much rip this whole, pretty much take this whole porch out. It's done with like little tiny pieces of plywood instead of actual 4x8 sheets. That's why it's breaking and doing stupid stuff. So yeah, that is the plan, and you can see why I don't like this weird rubberized stuff. That's like plain wood right there. It's not doing anything. There's like no little white stuff on there anymore. It's just leaking. It's freaking awesome. So that's the plan. I like it a lot better, mainly because of money. Like I said, because we have a budget for this build, and to stay in budget, this is pretty much what we had to come up with, which is fine with me. So thank you guys for watching. It's probably the only video I get today. I have my only day off today for the next like 11 days. So yep, had to get something done today. We got up here, just kind of went over some plans, and I'm glad we came up with something that's a lot more logical. And then we're gonna go to the store, or eventually we'll go to Gold Beach Lumber or wherever we can and price up some wood and see what's cheapest to save me some money as well. Hopefully they got some really cheap shop grade stuff. If not, then we'll find out what we're gonna use. I'll bring you guys along for all that stuff. And yeah, thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for the next one.